I believe that China is a global threat that must be confronted globally. And that means region by region, territory by territory, and nation by nation. The challenges posed by China and Africa are vast. Today's hearing focuses on China's dominance of critical minerals in Africa and on the importance of strengthening U.S.-Africa partnerships to secure the United States supply chain of critical minerals.
That was U.S. Senator Ted Cruz speaking in July during a Senate subcommittee hearing on critical minerals and the relationship between the U.S. and Africa. As you might have guessed from watching that clip, his entire monologue was about how the U.S. intends to battle China for control over the supply chain of rare earth minerals, which form the basis for most of today's and tomorrow's technology. The only times he mentioned the word Africa in the entire clip, which you can find here on his YouTube channel, was when the term critical minerals came immediately before or immediately after. So it's not a secret what Ted Cruz is after and what he represents. Or at least it shouldn't be a secret to anyone who follows global news and current affairs, even cursorily in this information age. Which is why it has been somewhere between disappointing and absolutely terrifying to watch the reactions of a number of people living right here on the China versus USA critical minerals battleground continent to some other things that Ted Cruz has been saying recently. Specifically, his sudden apparent fixation with saving the lives of Nigerian Christians, whom he now apparently believes are undergoing it at the hands of conveniently amorphous Muslim attackers. According to Ted Cruz, who definitely, absolutely knows where to find Nigeria on an unmarked global map, and isn't blatantly his way through the world's most telegraphed geopolitical astroturfing operation, he and his buddies like the disgraced Blackwater founder and indicted Eric Prince need to roll into Nigeria, preferably with, and go deliver some to Margaret, James, and Peter in Jalingo and Konduga. I mean, yeah, the same guy who went on a demented media cheerleading campaign for a war against Iran without knowing the first thing about Iran.
How many people live in Iran, by the way? I don't know the population. No, I don't know the population. You know the population of the country you seek to topple? How many people live in Iran? 92 million. Okay. Yeah, how could you not know that? I don't sit around memorizing population tables. Well, it's kind of relevant because you're calling for the overthrow of the government. Why is it relevant whether because 90 million or 80 million or 100 million? Why is that relevant? You don't know anything about the country. I didn't say I don't know anything about it. Okay, what's the ethnic mix of Iran?
Is definitely cheerleading for another war a few months later out of the goodness of his Christian heart. And Eric Prince, you know, the guy who publicly stated that he believes Africa needs to be recolonized,